Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Colonel's Corner. Joining us today are Jack Thompson and Courtney Negra of the Wilkes men's and women's cross-country teams to preview the 2024 Landmark Cross Country Championship. Thank you both for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
So, Jack, we'll start with you. Talk about the men's season so far this year as you lead up to the conference championship.
Yeah, so the men's season has been going well. We had, at our first 8K of the season, we were able to score second place as the team at the Misericordia 8K. And throughout the season, we've had some good races, and I feel like everyone's dropping a good amount of time that we might be able to place fairly well at the Landmark Championships.
Speaking of dropping times, you broke the men's 8K record, now the record holder in school history. Talk about that race a little bit and what that means to you as a first-year student athlete to come in and break that record.
Yeah, I mean, it was really cool to be able to break it my freshman year, and the previous race before that one, we were at Lock Haven. I didn't feel at my best, and I really wanted to be able to drop a good amount of times. It was actually 3 weeks between those two races, so I had a lot of time to try and make improvements. I tried to do things to fix my form leading up into the race, and I made sure my legs were in good condition going into it the few days before. And then at the race itself, I just went out kind of harder than I had in other races and was able just to stay up with some top guys, and there were actually two D1 schools there, and I stuck up with some of the D1 guys in the race, and I was able to push through and finish real strong despite going out hard, and kept the race even paced.
And then how does that confidence coming off of a race like that translate into the Landmark Conference Championships, and what are your expectations as a team for that event?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the confidence definitely helps because now I know I was able to run that time, which is putting me much higher up in the conference ranking than I was previously. So it helps because it'll help our team score because cross-country, it's the lowest score that wins. It'll help lower our score significantly by that huge PR. And we also had another teammate who had a really big PR, or season's best, at that meet too, so that's really helping our score get dropped lower, and I feel like we could have a couple guys drop a good amount of time and be able to cut our score down lower and lower, and our goal is to try and be top 5 because then we can send the team to regionals.
And Courtney, for you, talk about the women's season a little bit and how things have gone on that side of the team.
Yeah, so for our team, we have 6 girls, 2 of them being seniors, 2 of them being freshmen, and then 2 of them actually we have recruited from the lacrosse team to make our team an actual team. So it's really nice to see all 6 of us push each other and stick with each other at races. At races, we'll actually tap each other on the shoulder, pushing each other to go faster, keep up with one another. It's really nice. And then at our second Misericordia meet, which for us was our 6K, for 4 of our girls, it was actually their first ever 6K. We placed second in the entire race, which was really nice for us to do.
And then what are your expectations going into the championship race this year?
Yeah, so we are expecting Ava Baylor, who's our freshman, to do extremely well. We're hoping that she can pull out and do a top 20, because then we can send her to the next race. Michaela Miller is another freshman of ours. We're expecting her to do extremely well as well. She's been dropping times every week, pushing herself. We have one of our lacrosse girls, Mara Adams, to come. She is one of our strongest finishers. She is extremely well at doing that, speeding through that last part of the race to finishing strong. And then for Reagan Metz and I, it's our last race ever. So we're really hoping to do our very best and hopefully pull out a PR, especially because this is an extremely flat course and one Reagan and I are extremely familiar with in the last 4 years.
And with that familiarity and being at the Landmark Championships last year, what can you take from that race last year into this year to help not only yourselves but the team?
Yeah, so there's a small hill, but I think it's extremely important for Reagan and I to remember that hill is there and to push up that hill harder than the rest of the course. It's also important because the course is a weirder course. You pass the finish a few times before getting to the finish, so it's important for this race coming up to realize when the finish is actually coming, because it is one of the weirder courses, but in the past our team has done extremely well at this race, so we are looking forward to seeing what we could do there.
The Colonels will go to the Landmark Championships this Saturday, November 2nd, hosted by Elizabethtown at the Union Canal Tunnel Park in Lebanon, PA. The women's race starts at 11 a.m. while the men's start at 12. Thank you both for stopping by, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.